and welcome back to Just Another Stitch. For those who don't know me, my name is Connie, and if you're new to my channel, I'd like to welcome you. And if you are new, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know how you found out about my channel, and let me know a little bit about yourself so I can start to get to know you better. So how are all of my uni friends doing today? I hope y'all are all having an amazing day and staying safe from all this crazy weather. Let me know in the comments how the weather is in your area. Well, last night we got some bad thunderstorms. And at some point during the night, I woke up, and this was right before it started raining. And then it started raining before I fell back to sleep. And if I'm awake and the weather is bad, I have trouble falling asleep or falling back asleep. But eventually, I must have fallen back asleep. And I think the weather actually got worse while I was sleeping. Nothing really happened at my house when it comes to the weather. But I know the other side of town lost electricity. We did not. And on the outskirts of town, there were down power lines and trees. And there was this video that I saw on Facebook of our local Walmart. And you could see how hard the rain was coming down. And then it was so windy that stuff in the front of the doors inside the store was blowing around. If you're Facebook friends with me, if you go to my Facebook page, you can see the video. All right. So that was our weather. And I do want to mention that I might sound throaty in this video. My allergies have been acting up. All the wind lately and the pollen count has been high. So my voice can kind of crack and sound throaty. All right. So today's video, I have some channel announcements to make, progress on a WIP, some stuff to do with my designs that I'll be talking about, giveaway winnings, and wait till you see what I won. It's ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la. And of course, there will be As the Cats Meow, my little cat drama soap opera. All right, so let's get started on the announcements. So Saturday, I will be going live at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. My guest star will be Teresa with Critters Crochet, and we will be talking about socks. Then the following Saturday, April 5th, I will also be going live at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And my guest star should be Cindy with Pups and Crochet. I don't know yet what topic we're going to do. We'll figure it out by then. And I do go live every Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, the next Joy video should be approximately April 15th. I aim to do it on the 15th, but sometimes I'm a couple of days late getting it out. This is a video where you can share your makes and anything that brings you joy. It could be your pets. It could be stuff in nature like flowers, gardening. And a lot of y'all are fixing to be planning things or have started planning stuff. I want to see. And I'm sure others do too. It could be stuff like cooking, baking, decorations, anything that brings you joy. We want to share it. We're about joy here. All right. So yeah, get y'all pictures in. You can email them to justanotherstitch2020@gmail.com. All right, next thing. The Spring is in the Air giveaway. There's not much time left. It's fixing to end, the end of this month. So if you have not entered on the giveaway video, be sure to enter on that video. You automatically get one entry on that video. I'll put the link for the giveaway video. And then every video I put out, there's a chance to get extra entries, and it's completely random. So be sure to get your entries in for the extra entries. I do this every video. Then every live I do, there's a replay word. And then while I'm live, I also give away chances. And one thing I do want to mention on that note, because I've noticed that some people think that they have to be a paid channel member to enter the giveaways. That is not true. That is not true at all. Anybody that is into yarny things can enter. All the extra entries are free. All you got to do is enter a keyword in your comment. Now, when I go live, if I get like super chats or the paid channel members, what I do is I draw for more people based on how many I get. But everything is free with my giveaways. And I never want to pressure anybody to do super chats or channel memberships. That's just something that if you want to do it, and you can. But there are so many ways that if you want to support me, that you can support me, that is totally free. And trust me, I get it. A lot of us are struggling financially. I totally get that. And I love each and every one of my yarny friends. Y'all are all special to me. All right. And another thing, too, on that topic, I never want people on my channel to feel left out. I'm not about leaving people out. I want people to be happy and have fun. All right. Next announcement. Okay. Crochet testers. If anybody that I haven't talked to already wants to be a crochet tester for me, send me an email. I prefer that you email me for this, because I will need your email whenever I reach out to you to test the pattern. But I keep a list on my computer for people that have told me that they're interested in testing for me. And as I write up patterns, I go down my list and contact people. So if you want me to add you to my list, just send me an email. It's just another stitch 2020@gmail.com. All right. The Your Christmas Ornaments video. I will be putting one out Thursday. At least if nothing goes wrong with that. But that's when I'm aiming to do the video. And I believe I'll have 4 ornaments to share on that video that I've made. And I make 1 Christmas ornament a week for the year of 2025. And if you want to join in making Christmas ornaments with me, you can do so at any time. And I'd love to see the ornaments you make too. You have the option of either you can do the same ornaments I'm doing, or you can do any ornament that you find. It doesn't matter. All right. So I think that's it for the announcements. All right. What have I been working on? I've continued on the Melancholy Echo Shawl by Day. Beautiful pattern. And it's funny because if you look at the picture of her shawl and mine, you probably wouldn't know it was the same shawl. Because your yarn choice really makes a difference. And I used a 1-weight yarn. So that's the major thing that makes mine look so different. But this is how it's coming along. And I'm getting into more of the shades of blue. I love this yarn. It's the Yarn Ort yarn. I'm trying to remember the exact name of it. This is what I have left on the skein of yarn. I mentioned it in the last video that I shared this, but it's a Yarn Ort cake yarn. I'll try to find out and put it on top of the screen for y'all, or or pin a note in the comment section to let y'all know. But oh, yarn, the cakes, they are so gorgeous. And this is a cotton yarn. But yeah, that is how it's coming along. And I didn't get a whole lot done this past week. 2 of the days I worked on Christmas ornaments that I'm showing Thursday. And then I worked on stuff to do with my designs. So this past Saturday, I canceled my live, and I worked on writing up some of my patterns that were majorly overdue to be written up. So a lot of my testers were contacted this weekend. There's 2 people that I haven't yet contacted about testing that I have on my list, I think. But don't worry, you will be getting contacted, because it is possible that if I don't get enough testers out of the people that are contacted already, I may have to contact you. And then if not, the next design I write up, I will be contacting you. So yeah, check y'all emails if y'all haven't corresponded with me over the weekend. All right, so I had attempted to write up this shawl pattern, but it did not go as planned. All right, where is the top? Hopefully I have it the right way. Let's see. Nope, I have it backwards. It would help to have it the right direction. All right. This was the one that I tried to write up, and I'm calling it Be the Light shawl. And there were some problems with it. I may have a fix where I think if I added a row of double crochet stitches, it will fix the problem with the stitch count. But regardless, I'm going to have to rework the shawl with the changes. Now, one thing, if that doesn't work, then I'll probably turn it into a wrap. But one of the stitches I use kind of makes the stitch count get wonky. So this one will be a while, because I got to find time to rework it, and I don't know when that's going to be. But it will be coming eventually. One day. So the ones that I had contacted initially to test that pattern, I then contacted them, and all those people are testing this one now. And I have enough testers for this one. And I have shown all these things before on my channel. This wrap here. And I'm calling it Cover Me With Love wrap. So it is being tested, but I'm giving my testers 6 weeks to finish this. So it's going to be a while before this pattern is released. And at some point, I do want to do a video tutorial for it. It's on my to-do list. One day. I have so much I want to get done. There needs to be more time in the day. All right. Then I have this beanie here. I call this Dreamy Days beanie. And this one has enough testers. And it's being tested. I gave a little over 2 weeks for my testers. So, and then I have this one here, which I called Lost in the Moonlight beanie. And this one, I still need a few more testers, but I'm waiting to see if I hear back from some people first, before I reach out to anyone else. And this one I use the zigzag pip stitch for the main stitch. And I forgot to mention this. On the other beanie, the main stitch that I use, and you're going to recognize this stitch from yesterday's stitch tutorial. It's the floret stitch. And this is what it looks like when you work it with different colors for each row. All right. And then the other thing I am working on a beanie pattern tutorial for a crochet beanie. And I previously had worked on this tutorial. And I was at the exact same point on it too. And I dropped my phone, and I had my little thumb drive for storage in the phone. And it broke, the thumb drive. It could not be salvaged. And I had all the files for that tutorial on that thumb drive. I had forgotten about those files on there. So I had to restart the tutorial, and that's what I was working on yesterday. So I believe I have 5 rounds left to do. So sometime this week, I will be putting out this tutorial. And this is the Nothing But a Biscuit beanie, where I use the houndstooth stitch. And this is what it looks like finished. Right here. And it's a different colorway. And I love seeing my beanies in different colorways. I like colorful beanies. I think they're cheery. And I can see already that this is going to be a longer video. Sorry about that. I'm already at 17 minutes. All right. So that is everything I've been working on. I want to know, what have you been crocheting or knitting? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, my giveaway winnings. So I remembered Michi mentioning how she was about to do a birthday live giveaway. And I am horrible of remembering when people are live. Usually I just kind of play on my phone and I notice someone live, and sometimes I just stop by to say hello. You know, I don't always stay that long. It just depends. Well, I happened to notice she was live with her birthday, giveaway. And initially I was just planning to stop by, say hello, wish her happy birthday. And then I started entering the giveaways. And guess what? I won one. And I was so excited what I won. This yarn is gorgeous. And I think the ooh la la is what made me win. I was saying ooh la la, and the next thing I know, I won. But this yarn is Expression Fiber Orts. Shandi. And she's who I learned how to knit from. So thank you, Shandi, if you happen to watch this video. I would love it if you actually did watch my video one of these days. You never know. And that's one thing. You don't know who's watching you. But anywho, this yarn. Oh my. I want to know, have y'all ever used or bought the Expression Fiber Orts yarn? So anyway, I'm sure y'all want to see what this delicious yarn looks like. Look at this gorgeous burgundy. Gorgeous. And this is Wine Country Hues. It's pearlescent worsted. 50% superwash merino wool. 50% mulberry silk. And I have never used silk yarn. And I don't even know if I have. I might have one skein in my stash that has some silk. but I'm not positive. This is 220 yards. Just, oh my. And the shine on it. I gotta say it again. Ooh la la. And this isn't it. There's 2 other skeins to show y'all. But yeah, I think that is gorgeous. All right. And here is the next skein. Looks pretty similar to the other skein and that shine. This is Wine Country Hues. This is alpaca silk DK. It's 50% baby alpaca, 50% mulberry silk. It's 230 yards. Ooh. All right, now the last skein. Y'all know I love sparkles. Ta-da, sparkles. Look at this. All right, this one is also the Wine Country Hues. It's a sparkle DK. This is, I think it says 50%. It's superwash merino wool, 25% nylon, 10% baby alpaca, 4% metallic, and this is 275 yards. Now, what should I make with this yarn? I want some suggestions for y'all. I think one skein I'm going to make one of Bod's beanies with. I need to find out, though, if silk is good to use on beanies. Let me know if y'all know. If not, I'll look it up. I can't remember. I know certain fibers don't work well with like beanies. But yeah, I'm thinking either I think it's the Off the Rails beanie that I've been wanting to make of Bod's. And then she just did that borderline beanie. So I may do one of those with one of these skeins. And then I was wanting to do some knit socks with one of the skeins. And I had a pattern that I was like, ooh, I want to make this with this yarn. But it's not quite enough yardage. But I think I could do like a short sock. That should be enough. But I still definitely have one more skein to figure out what to do with. So yeah, give me ideas. Oh, I almost forgot to show this to y'all. This cord is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. It says, say hello to a new day. Isn't that a beautiful cord? I believe Orc Junkie made this cord. At least that's what it has on the back. And the cord reads, hello, sweet Connie. Congratulations again and happy birthday. Yeah, our birthdays were close together. I hope you had a great birthday. Can't wait to see what you will create with this beautiful Shandi yarn. Happy crafting. Hugs, Michi. So, Michi, thank you so much. I think you can tell I really love this yarn. I was so excited when I saw that I won. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you, thank you. All right. Oh yeah, and if y'all haven't checked out her channel, please check her channel out. I will link it in the description box, along with the other channels I mentioned on today's video. My description box and my videos, you never know what you'll find in the description box. Always some good information in that box. I try to link stuff as much as possible that I talk about in my videos. All right, so now it's time to find out the latest antics of Charlie and Ollie.
And now As the Cats Meow.
So what have my boys been up to this past week? Well, Charlie, I have a lot to talk about with his little antics. Ollie, I don't have as much to share. So, Charlie, well, both of my boys, they like to play, and a lot of times we have our front door open with the screen door, and they like to look outside. And they'll go up to the screen doors with their front paws on it like that. Well, our screen door will act up at times where Frank has to sit there and go and play with it to fix the latch at times. And it's been quite a while since he's had to play with it because we hadn't had problems with it popping open in quite a while. But it happened a few days ago. So Charlie was playing and did his thing, and the pressure caused the door to open. Like I said, the latch acts up sometimes. And here he is, like hovering at the door, and he starts stepping out. And I was about to grab the treats to go try to catch him because it looked like he was getting out for a third time. And luckily Frank told me, shake the treats. I didn't even think about doing that before going outside. So I started shaking it, and he came run back in. So luckily he did not get outside, because I don't like, my cats are indoor cats. I don't want them going outside. And after losing it's like I had Sophie that snuck outside that didn't return home. Then Allie and Buddy passed away. And all this happened in a probably in a 1.5 year time span. And I have this big fear of losing another cat because of this. So I am like really paranoid about my boys getting outside. I don't want anything to happen to them. So that happened. Then a couple of days later, Ollie did the same thing with his paws on the door, and the latch came open. But unlike his brother, Ollie was like, nope. And he turned around, further away from the door inside the house. Now, the irony is, Charlie was actually laying in the hammock bed on the kitty tower, which was right by the door. But I think he was happy and content there and relaxing and didn't want to move. So he didn't attempt to try to go outside. And then, oh, poor Charlie. Poor Charlie. I feel so bad for this. Charlie likes to follow me around, and he gets underfoot. And I always worry about stepping on his paw. It happened. And, I realized I stepped on him, but I thought I was stepping more on the back of my foot. So I raised the back of my foot, putting more pressure on the front of my foot. I was mistaken, and I ended up putting more pressure on Charlie's paw. And I mean, he just cried out really loud, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And, I was so scared that I hurt him. So I'm apologizing to him, and I'm checking to make sure he's not limping, that he's okay, which he was. But, ooh, I don't want my baby getting hurt. And then, the other night, he did, you know how cats make the biscuits? Well, when Charlie does it, he just really gets into it, and his motor goes really loud. And me and Frank started calling it making pizzas. And I'll clown around with him, like some nights when he doesn't come around as much, or he leaves. Whenever I'm laying in bed, I tell him he's slacking on the job. That I'm going to duck his pay. So the other night, he was like super lovable and really, really getting into it, like longer than usual. I told him he was going to get a raise. And even last night, he was pretty, really lovable. Not quite as lovable as that night, but he was until Frank came to bed. Frank, Professor Biscuit, he messed up our little love fest. That's what I call it. Either the cats are having their love fest or I'm having a love fest with them. But yeah, I think that's pretty much what they've been up to. I mean, of course they do their typical daily things, but yeah, that's what my boys have been up to. Let me know what your pets and fur babies have been up to in the comments. So I think that covers everything. Now it's time to leave the keyword. And this is for a chance to get 5 extra entries. I'll pick 5 people randomly for the Spring is in the Air giveaway. Let's see. I'm going to go with burgundy. I'm looking at that delicious yarn Michi sent me. So yeah, burgundy. Burgundy is the keyword to have in your comment. And I'll pick 5 people randomly, each to get 5 extra entries into Morch's giveaway. All right, a few things that y'all can do to help me out. If you're not already subscribed to my channel and you like my videos, my content, please click on that subscribe button. If you want to be notified of my future videos, click on that bell, and that's a way to know when there's a chance to get extra entries into my giveaways. Also, give this video a like. If you can, leave a comment. I always love hearing from my Yarny friends. I love interacting with y'all, getting to know y'all better. If you could share my videos on your social media platforms, I would appreciate that. And those of you that have YouTube channels, if you could share my videos on your community page, I would appreciate that. And if you have some spare time, watch some of my older videos. I have over 1,200 videos on my channel. So yeah, those are some things y'all can do to help me out. All right, I hope everyone has a fabulous Yarny day. Be the light. Always remember to be the best sparkly you that you can be. Be cool, be kind, and it's ooh la la time. Ooh la la. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.